Well, this is my #1 Canadian stock pick for 2025. In fact, it's the only individual Canadian stock I currently hold in my portfolio outside of ETFs. And when I bring this company up, a lot of people probably immediately run to the balance sheet and say, hey, this is a company that's only got about $10 million in assets. This is a company that's burning through millions of dollars a quarter and barely makes any revenue. Why are you so intrigued? And from my own personal due diligence, I believe the value potential is in the billions, and this company has no problem raising capital because that future potential far outweigh any of the current costs. In fact, they just recently uplisted on the NASDAQ and had no problem raising over $4 million US that they will be adding to that balance sheet that will largely fund so many of their projects for the next year. Of course, we're talking about ADUR Clean Technologies that uplisted on the NASDAQ under ADUR, and I'm buying it on the NASDAQ, but I'm so proud that I'm able to support this pivotal Canadian technology. For those of you that have never heard of this, and I know many of you have that have been following this channel, but they have a technology that allows them to take waste plastics in the ocean, plastics from retailers, everything from your laptops to everything on your table probably has some form of plastic in it. And when you throw it in the recycling bin, 90% of that is going straight to a landfill. It is not actually recyclable. But here we have a technology that can take that and turn it back into renewable resources, take the waste plastic, chemically recycle it, and turn it back into usable oils that can be, again, reused, actually generating revenue. Imagine something that has zero value and turning it into something that actually has value. I mean, this changes the whole incentive structure behind actually cleaning up oceans, lakes, everything. And I'm so excited because, again, they're actually executing on this technology. They're a company that stands out because of how, basically versatile their technology can be for clients. I mean, they have 5 engagements right now with major chemical manufacturing companies, oil companies. They got 3 engagements with retailers. I'm sure we know all retailers deal with mass amounts of plastic. And of course, the more intriguing is the waste management companies. They have 2 engagements here. And I promise you, at scale, the largest waste management companies right now are paying attention to this because they have the entire infrastructure set up to go through the plastic and actually sort it, but they can't do much for the recycling side. So it's going to add a whole new profit stream to their business. I don't think I can extend a reaching arm to tell you how really huge this potential is. Now, keep in mind, I have a higher risk tolerance than most investors. This isn't going to be for everybody. This isn't something I'm throwing the entirety of my portfolio at. It is just a small percentage, but it's probably going to be one of my largest positions just because of my confidence and, again, trying to support Canadian technology with management that have actually been executing on this plan as I've been following it for a couple years. And speaking of basically, that execution plan, with these engagements right now, they're basically helping them evaluate the technology. And then they're going to be doing these collaborations. So together with our partners, we continue to develop, and I really want to stress this, to develop, improve, stabilize the pilot stage and the pre-commercial settings, basically offering tailored solutions to meet the specific needs of each potential partner. And then obviously once they prove out this with their current partner engagements, they're looking to commercialize, right? This is where they're going to start converting, these engagements into actual, clients. They're going to make them turn into revenue, essentially. So right now, people are looking at a company that's just not generating a lot of revenue, and they're not doing enough due diligence to understand that they're working with companies. All their current, engagements are companies that have $40+ billion market caps. They are ginormous companies. This isn't a problem for a little company down the road. This is a company mega market cap companies are looking at because they all have the same problem with the production of their products or, the end life of those products. So right now, what I'm saying is this is a company that I believe over the next 1 to 3 years is going to see the execution actually turn to this value. This isn't something you're going to have to wait a decade for. This isn't some biotech. This is something that they've been working on for a very long time to bring us to a point now where we really only have to wait from basically now until probably 2026, 2027 to start seeing the conversion of these clients when that value actually starts to translate into dollars. So yeah, they're kind of probably have to raise some capital, but it's not going to be very hard, with a $250,000 market cap. They're just in a really good position, in my opinion, which makes me ever more confident about their future. Now, there's a video that came out called A Stock to Bounce 25% in 2025, ADUR Clean Tech, and I'm just going to show you some highlighted aspects of this video, and I'm going to leave the link in the description below because it really kind of broad views this company's capabilities.
Currently, the company is scaling up its technology to a commercial process for plastic and bitumen applications, facing challenges such as performance under real-world conditions, rapid advancements in technology, securing funding, and handling solid or semi-solid feedstock. They are addressing these challenges through early-stage connections with prospective customers and potential partners, aiming for guidance in their technological and business development while seeking endorsement from reputable organizations. Specific technological hurdles being addressed include issues with mass and heat transfer, equipment design, handling solid or semi-solid feedstock, and high contamination levels in waste plastic. The company intends to monetize its platform primarily through licensing, royalties, and research and development, but is investigating other business models. They believe monetization of their platform through a licensing model reduces the need for capital. They plan to develop commercial partnerships via demonstration projects, aiming for long-term customer relationships. After completing its first milestone related to receiving reports on ADUR Energy's patented chemical conversion technology, certain special warrants were distributed and later converted into common shares upon achieving specific milestones, leading ADUR to then pursue several business objectives that need to be met within 4 years of ADUR acquisition closing in order to achieve the second milestone. The milestones involve financial transactions, production and ownership of a manufacturing plant, license agreements, equity investments, maintaining market capitalization, public or private offerings, and acquisition agreements.
I absolutely love ADUR. It is a company that I have personally worked with. It is a company that has sponsored my channel, and I do want you to recognize that these are opinions of my own. Nothing I've said here constitutes financial advice, but I am somebody that does believe in the future of this technology. I am somebody with a stake in this company, and I hope it's just something that interests you, and I'd love to know what you think about the sector as a whole in that comment section below.